are going to jump right in, okay? I've been waiting all day to talk about this topic. And sometimes I like to wait till nighttime where I can kind of think about some of the things that I want to talk about, and kind of have these conversations and kind of feel like, is this the right information or the right thing I should be talking about? So, to jump right into it, I want to talk about the conscious community, the spiritual. I'm on a spiritual path, my spiritual journey, right? I noticed that we're in a frequency where it's almost like the new thing. And I'm not saying that when people say they're spiritual or when people are on their conscious journey or spiritual journey that that's not what it is. But it feels like some people are, portraying to be something that they're not. Um, for me, my journey started when I was very young with different things that I would question or just things would seem off. I just didn't have nobody to build with. My mom was not on that. She was a very religious person, raised in the church, your typical black family or whatever you want to call it, right? But I've been noticing a lot of mental health, not just in the black community, but I notice a lot of times when people are on their spiritual journey, when they're very open and conscious to different things that maybe other people aren't aware of, it kind of opens that door and brings in a lot of mental health. Like I see a lot of mental health, and I started noticing it a lot like a year ago with people around me, within myself, with people that I watch, other people that I do watch on YouTube or just TV, and we don't realize how much it affects our well-being when we are very open to the true reality of different things. When people are able to feel energy, the empaths, the light workers, the indigo children, when you're really in tune with nature, when you're in tune with the world, when you're in tune with this consciousness of what is going on, how we're being treated, the food that we're eating, it will take a toll on your mental health. A lot of people aren't talking about this. You have people that are, claiming to be spiritual healers and all these different things and not talking about the shit that you're going through, and I feel like we've always been taught, right, in the black community to not talk about mental health. That's a whole nother video with certain things when I think about mental health as far as the prison system, how we were raised, brought up. But this mental health I'm talking about is particularly with people that are the chosen, people that are conscious, people that are truly on their spiritual path. Because for me, I've always been in tune, right? I would have dreams of different things. I would have spirits come to visit me when I was younger. I was able to see them. Picking up energy. That is so exhausting. If anybody is an empath, that is so exhausting, picking up energy on people, the world, just everything that's going on. So for me, the more knowledge and information I'm getting, it's very overwhelming. Having my experience with plant medicine when I was in Mexico, it kind of like peeled my eyes all the way back. So now my antennas are super high. My energy is very sensitive, and it takes a toll on your mental health. I know some people don't feel comfortable talking about it. I know some people want to feel like, well, I'm on this spiritual journey and I'm learning this and that and everything is fine. Like, that is straight bullshit. If you show me anybody that's on this spiritual journey that absolutely is not dealing with anything, you're going to show me a person that's trying to put a mask on as if they figured everything out. Because until the day you die, you will never be on a frequency where you have figured everything out. You will always be learning. You will always be a student. You will always be evolving and growing. So I don't like when we act as if we figured everything out and we're not depressed, we're not lonely anymore. This is one of the loneliest journeys that you're going to be on. And I just want to bring awareness of the mental health that I am seeing, the mental health that's not being talked about. It's never been talked about like that in the Black community. And now I see it not just the Black community, but the spiritual conscious community. Like I said, I remember watching Dick Gregory, for an example, and he's always been like a comedian slash politician, just into, he wore many hats. And I noticed um, some people would take his conversations and his knowledge for him being angry or mean, and it wasn't. He was just frustrated that people weren't getting it. He was frustrated of, having all this information, and it's like, what do you do with it? And you try to give it to people, and sometimes they're just not getting it, and you want to give it so they can apply it and be aware. So sometimes the more information we're getting, the more our eyes are open to this reality. It can be very overwhelming. So we need to start coming together. And I'm talking along because I don't want to make my videos too long. I had trouble uploading the other day for whatever reason, so I try to make them not as long as I did with my other videos, almost 40 minutes. I just want to bring awareness to the mental health that the conscious spiritual community is dealing with, because if you don't see it, then you must be freaking blind, because I've been seeing it and it's getting worse. I can feel it myself. I am dealing with this shit. You understand? We need to start coming together. We need to start supporting each other more when it comes to this spiritual journey, when it comes to the mental health, when it comes to the depression, anxiety that comes with it. Everything on this journey, just because you're on this awakening, spiritual, conscious journey, does not mean everything is going to be fine. Wearing a crystal every day is not going to make everything go away. So I just want us to be able to come together, have more empathy for each other, not judge each other, because I notice another thing besides the mental health in this spiritual conscious community, we are becoming hypocrites. A lot of us say, well, I was raised in the church, my mom took me to church, she's very religious, and we'll say that, the church is it's a lot of hypocrites. You'll see a person go to church and then they'll leave and they'll do something and talk about people, whatever the situation. So now I'm starting to see that same energy in the spiritual environment, in the spiritual world, in the spiritual journey, the conscious journey. So we need to get our shit together, because at the end of the day, how can we be out here trying to be different than the hypocrites, trying to be different than the people that have religion, trying to be different than people that are not breaking generational curses, when we're doing the same thing? We're just doing it with different style. Now we're wearing the crystals instead of putting the crosses around our neck. So we need to be mindful of what we're doing, be mindful of what we're all struggling with. You understand what I'm saying? And again, I'm kind of rushing through it because I definitely don't want my video to be too long, but we need to come together and help each other. We need to be aware of the mental health, and I see it, and to me it's sad. I see it. I don't give a shit if you guys don't want to be open about it, if you don't want to speak to whoever, or just be open with people, online to help other. It doesn't matter. I see it, and we need to create a safe place for us to feel comfortable and for us to grow, because it's a lot. When you say you're the chosen, that comes with a lot. It comes with a lot. We didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this, but it is what it is. So we need to be more loving towards each other, and love more and judge less is all I can say. So make sure you guys support the channel. It's absolutely free to I can't even talk. It's absolutely free to show support. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Make sure you are meditating. Make sure you are hydrating. And most importantly, make sure you are loving yourself. Without loving yourself, it's really no need to try to put that love anywhere else.